Okay, welcome back to another episode of the Next Gen podcast. Today our guest is probably the most, I know I said it last time, but this is like the most impressive person I've met. I was doing some research and he came from being like a sales manager or working in sales at an engineering firm to being the CEO of the company to now working on multiple boards. He's a judge at the New Zealand Business Awards, and I'm really, really excited to hear what he has to say about business and the next generation. So let's welcome to the show, Samir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for taking the time today.
Good to be here.
Yeah. I don't know. Just start us on like your journey of how you even got into like sales, like why you chose engineering in the first place, like.
Yeah, so I was studying in India at the time, in high school, and I was very much interested in mathematics and physics, science subjects. So I guess the automatic route for me was to go into engineering after that. So I ended up doing mechanical engineering. And so I worked in India for first automotive industry and then air conditioning industry as an engineer, only for 3 years. And then I had the opportunity to go and do same job in Middle East, but pay was much more. And the attraction was it was tax-free income. So I jumped on the opportunity and moved to Middle East, doing the same air conditioning work there. But then I realized in Middle East there were people 20, 30 years older than me doing the same thing what I was doing. And I realized if I stay there, keep on doing the same thing, didn't seem very exciting, seemed pretty boring to me. So I realized I need to study more to make a head start in my career. So I decided to go and do my MBA. That took me to Australia. I chose a university in Australia to go and do MBA from. So once I did that MBA, then I was offered many sort of management roles. So initially I worked in Fiji for 3 years as an expat. And then I came over to New Zealand and started with a refrigeration company as a sales manager. And as you mentioned, I was very fortunate. I got 4 promotions in the first 4 years, starting as a sales manager, then sales marketing manager, then general manager. And in the 4th year, I was the CEO of the company. And then as a CEO of a small New Zealand company, my job became how to grow that company or the business internationally. So that's where I developed our business, expanded it into India, Africa, Middle East, Asia, Southeast Asia, and Australia. So got to a stage where we had offices in 4 countries and over 300 staff. And then we got approached by a Swedish company, and they decided to buy our business in all the 4 countries completely. So that's where I thought I'll probably take a retirement from the corporate world. But then I got busy again. I got dragged into a lot of businesses, a lot of opportunities to invest, to guide, to mentor, to do the governance roles on various boards. So yeah, that's where I sit today.
Dang. Yo, I'm speechless.
Too much.
I'm speechless already. Like, how did you, like, number one, how did you even get from a sales manager all the way to a CEO in 4 years? Like,
Yeah, I think sometimes it is good luck as well. Excuse me. Sorry, we are closed. Oh, sorry. In, okay. I thought you were coming to the cafe. Yeah. So, where were we?
how did you get to CEO in 4 years?
Oh yeah, I was saying it's a lot of factors. Sometimes it's also a matter of timing, being at the right place at the right time.
Okay.
So that's always a factor, and yeah, I've been very blessed to be at the right place. But other than that, I had always been very ambitious and had the aspirations to do bigger and better things. And especially after doing MBA, I had a much wider perspective in business world rather than looking at business purely as an engineer. I was able to look at bigger picture of how the accounts, finance works, how the legal framework works, how the HR, other functions in the business works. So yeah, that certainly was helpful.
Was anyone driving you to keep going, or was it like just yourself?
Yeah, I guess the driving has to come from within. I was pushing myself, but obviously I had a lot of mentors at various stages in life. So some of my bosses I met on the way, on the journey, they were very helpful and guided me. And yeah, and some people in my friend circle who also been very successful
Yeah.
people, they were all helpful in guiding and showing direction, what needs to be done and
Yeah.
how.
Was there anything that one boss said that stood out to you that you were like, yep, I'm taking this and I'm running with this?
Yeah, one of my initial bosses when I became CEO for the first time, he told me that I know you might fail at sometimes in certain things because you're doing it for the first time. I said, yeah, obviously, I haven't been a CEO before, so but had to be one, or sometime you have to start there. So he said, I don't mind if you make a mistake, but what I will be watching is how, if you make a mistake, how you come out of it. That shows the real strength of how you lead or run a business, or so that was very good advice, I thought.
Dang. So do you think that's like the most important thing in being a CEO, is that no matter how bad you fail, it's about how good your comeback is?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, I mean, there are bound to be times when you will end up making some wrong decision or some mistakes because nobody is perfect, nobody is going to do right all the time. So, and sometimes things go wrong which are not even in your control, things happen. But I think, yeah, good leadership is how you deal with that situation and how you come on top of it and how you bring your troops along with you above all that, yeah.
And how old were you when you became CEO?
I was 32.
How did that feel?
That was too old. I mean, these days people are CEOs in their early 20s.
Yeah.
I'm talking about 1990s. Yes, it was a while back.
Yeah, how did you feel when you hit that?
Yeah, it was pretty daunting. Yeah, and that's when I rushed to some of my friends I had in my social network who were CEOs, but they were much older than me of different businesses. So I went to them for advice. I said, "Oh, I've become CEO, but tell me what should I do or what should I not do and things like that." So they gave me some advice. But yeah, I was always open to learning new things, learning to ideas, take advice. So yeah, that's been and. That's another thing when you do MBA or finish your MBA, they tell you the finishing MBA study is the beginning of your learning journey. So you never stop learning. So constantly I keep reading, listening, and I keep my journey about learning continuous all the time.
Right. And how did you even find those friends though? Because you said they were much older than you.
Yeah, again, maybe I guess it's good luck or good fortune. You meet people and sometimes you click with the right people or you like people and you like to stay associated with them. Yeah, I think that's one good lesson or important lesson in life is also, which everybody says as a cliche, but you need to surround yourself around good people. Good in the sense whom you feel they are successful in the way you want to be successful. Doesn't necessarily mean being rich or anything, but yeah, if you think people career wise have done very well and you would like to do the same, you spend time with those people. Vice versa, if you want to be rich, spend time with the rich people to find out how they became rich.
So I'm on the right path.
Absolutely, I would say so.
Right. And when you said they gave you advice, and because you were just starting out your career, now imagine there's a very young CEO and he's coming to you for advice. What would you tell him?
A lot of things I can tell them, but again, it depends on what stage they are at in their journey, what industry they're involved with, what kind of challenges they're facing, what's happening. But yeah, basic things are, in a small business, you focus on your cash flow, as they say, cash is king always. A lot of very good businesses I have seen go belly up because they run out of cash. They don't run out of ideas or not even sales, but just cash flow kills the business. So yeah, just focus on your top line margins, keep expenses low, and keep generating a lot of cash, and then you'll be in good books. But yeah, I also believe in having a good, strong network. So I'm a big believer of networking, making a lot of contacts, good contacts, and they are generally very helpful. That's why when I was running a Kiwi company, the fact I had lived in several other countries before I came to New Zealand to become CEO, I was able to expand this Kiwi business into those countries because I had contacts in those. So yeah, those contacts internationally are very helpful.
Wow. And how do you build such a strong network?
Yeah, that requires time. There's no shortcut to it. So you need to put in time and effort in building relationships or contacts. So yeah, it's time consuming.
Yeah, definitely.
You have to do that. So, and I guess it's easier these days with the technology we have.
Definitely.
A lot easier to stay connected with people. It was more difficult during my time.
Wow.
But yeah, a lot of people I made good friendships, then we lost touch. And when the technology came on board, then we were able to reconnect again. But it should be a lot easier for the younger generation now.
Definitely. And coming back to like being a CEO, what would you say is like one decision that kept you up at night? That you couldn't think of, that you couldn't sleep until you had resolved that issue?
I think those issues which keep you up at night sort of vary time to time, depending upon what situation your business is at or what you're going through. Sometimes it's about growth, and other times it's about growing pains when your business is growing but you are struggling to find the resources to keep up with it. Sometimes it's finding the right people, building a good team of people. So sometimes when some good person leaves the job, and refilling that position keeps you up at night. Yeah, and again, as I said, you keep a very close eye on your cash flow in a business. So if sometimes that can be something keeps you up at night. If some of your customers are not paying you on time and things like that. So it varies from situation to situation, time to time. But usually I love my sleep, so I don't get too bogged down. Try to resolve everything. I go to sleep, so I can have a good sleep. But that's good thing is if you do what you're doing is with full integrity and transparency and openness, you shouldn't have any reason not to be able to sleep.
Wow, that's so true. And now that you've worked on so many boards, what do you think makes a bad CEO?
Oh, bad CEO, there are so many variables which can make a bad CEO.
Yeah, let's walk us through them. What are they?
Bad CEO would be one who is not good with people to start with. He will, even if you have a good team of people, bad CEO can very quickly disestablish your A team or very good team. Bad CEO could be who doesn't understand the financials and doesn't keep an eye on bottom line. Very extravagant, spends a lot of money, unnecessary money or expenses which don't need to be there in a business. He can be dishonest. The biggest thing you can do as a CEO. All kind of different things you can do to be a bad one. Or take the eye off the ball and not focus on business, what is on the main priority should be. So I think there's a whole heap of things you can do wrong, but important thing is to do a few basic things right.
Right. So is that really like the key to being a good CEO, is that you just focus on like the fundamentals?
Absolutely. I mean, business is or can be very simple. Sometimes people make it very complicated. So 4 variables in a business are top line, gross margin, your expenses, and bottom line. So you focus on keeping your top line up, keeping your gross margin up, and expenses low, so your bottom line turns up to be pretty good. Everybody is happy. But people complicate these things and make it very hard. But it can be simple as that.
Wow. Transformational advice, guys. Wow. Top line,
Gross margins,
expenses, and your bottom line.
Yeah, just stay focused on bottom line and keep changing the top three variables I mentioned.
Wow.
Two needs to be up, sales and gross margins, and expenses need
Just
to be
go
down. And you'll enjoy a very good bottom line, and that's what it is all about.
Wow. So would you say the trap a lot of people fall into when building a business is they overcomplicate it?
Absolutely, yeah.
Wow. Wow. That is crazy. Snap.
Yeah, but it does get a little complicated depending upon your business dynamics. Like if you're running a business in many countries, various economies, various markets, your dynamics are different. Not easy to keep your top line very high all the time, or the margins very high, because you have to look at the landscape and the competition, and you want to be competitive as well. So yeah, some factors like that come in, but as long as your priorities are clear in your mind, you just work through them. Yeah.
And you said like now you're on a board. What is the difference between being on a board and being a CEO?
Quite different. I think once you get on the board of a company, we are constantly reminded, and even remind other people, we are no longer running the business. We are overseeing the business. So many times when a transformation happens, a CEO goes to the board, they still try to run the company, but yeah, that's big no-no. The role of the board is only guide the CEO how he should be running his company, rather than you stepping in and start running it for him. So it's a very clear role for the board. It's purely governance. Just making sure everything is being done properly by the CEO and his team. So, but you don't want to step into CEO's role as long as you're on the board.
And what is your whole philosophy behind delegating to people?
Yeah, I'm very big on that philosophy. That's very early in my career. I saw some businesses which were owner-operated businesses, and I found very quickly that owners themselves were the bottleneck for the growth of the business, because they wanted every decision to go through them. And I said, well, that's not what it should be. I mean, you're just really, strangling your own growth. So especially when people are doing certain tasks or jobs for a long time, they know what to do, how to do it. You just need to leave them alone and give them some more authority along with their delegation. So yeah, very quickly I learned that's the way you need to be if you want to grow, and that's how I was able to grow company into a multinational company by letting people get on with what they know best. And that's the key. You build a team of very capable people, sometimes more capable than yourself. And then you just leave them alone, let them do what they're good at, and you just guide them basically. Don't do their job for them. So that's how you can grow, grow fast as well.
But how, because with hiring, right, how do you make sure, do you think, because you said like you have to make sure your expenses are low, but like when hiring, like for instance for me, all of this I'm basically doing by myself. So like if I'm to hire someone, it's gonna like cut like my top line basically. So how do I like make sure I'm at the point where that's the right decision for me to take?
Yeah, I sometimes look at it from firstly, I think there is a difference between expenses and investment. So sometimes people confuse between spending something and they think, oh, that's going to be an expense, but that may actually be an investment. So hiring I would say, if you're getting a very capable person in your team, I would say that's an investment you're making. It's not expense. And a simple way to look at it is, if I bring in a staff in my team and say, for example, I'm paying him 100,000, for example, and I know he can generate another $1 million business for me at a, say, 20% margin, for example, which means I'm going to get 200,000 extra income. So I don't mind paying him 100. So, if he's going to bring in 200,000 for me, and he takes 100 out of it, I'm still better off by having that person. But sometimes that numbers are much bigger. If I'm paying somebody 200,000 and they're giving me $1 million for myself, it's worth having a person whom you paying 200,000. So it's all sort of comes down to what you're investing and what your return is going to be. So you need to look at that bigger picture rather than thinking, oh, I'm paying somebody too much money. That's relative to how much money he's making you as well.
Wow. And did you learn all of this working in the industry, or was this like...
While working, you learn a lot of those things,
So did you experience like you being overcommitted in the business at some point? Or did you just always know delegating was important?
No, sorry, say that again?
Did you experience where you've like, oh, I've got so many things to do and I'm micromanaging all these people, or did you just always know delegating was the right thing to do?
No, I never did micromanage. I think that's something I observed and saw in other people doing it, and I could see that was not the way to go forward. So now I learned from the mistakes of others, and I've pretty much been from the very beginning a firm believer of hiring good people, giving them authority and delegation at the same time, and then letting them get on with helping you achieve your goal for the business and help you grow faster than what one person can do. If 5 or 6 or 10 people were doing the same thing, you can grow 10 times faster.
Wow.
So that's been the way I have looked at things.
And now being in like so many positions, what keeps you motivated? Like why are you still here?
Oh, I just enjoy that. Keeps me busy, keeps me occupied. I get the opportunity to meet more people. I enjoy meeting people and learning from them and getting ideas, and especially enjoy meeting young people like yourselves who have got some new fresh ideas which we can't think of otherwise. So I absolutely enjoy this variety of things I'm involved in various sectors, various industries. So as I said, life is a lifelong learning experience, a journey of learning. So as I get involved in different things, I'm learning new things all the time. That keeps me motivated to keep doing more and more and more different things.
Do you ever think you'll stop?
Stop?
Yeah.
Oh that depends on Supreme Lord. When he wants me to stop, I'll have to stop. But on my own, I don't think I want to stop. I'll keep going as long as I can. I mean, why would you stop if you're enjoying and having fun? So no, it's not about just making money or things like that, but it's just you're having fun, and at the same time, it's a way of giving a little bit back to the community or to the society as well. As I mentioned, I do mentoring for a lot of younger people as well. So that also motivates me to do more and more.
Right. How did you find your why, like your purpose? Because I still don't know why I'm doing everything I'm doing. I'm still trying to figure it out. But how did you know that this being in business was the thing for you?
I guess according to my religion, we follow the fact that since we are on this earth, we have to keep doing our duty, which is your job, whatever is in front of you.
Right.
So sometimes the path gets made automatically for you, but whatever comes your way, you have to make sure you do it with full dedication, as I mentioned earlier, with honesty, transparency. Keep doing it, and it sort of keeps opening more paths and more opportunities for you. So you just stay on the journey. Keep enjoying.
And your parents must be very proud of you, right?
I would think so. They're no longer there, but I'm sure. Up in the heaven, they'll be happy.
I would think so too.
Now the challenge is to keep the kids motivated as well.
I'm sure they're really motivated.
Yeah, which is very different with the younger generation now. Yeah, things are quite different.
Right. How do you manage that though, like family and having businesses?
Yeah, I mean, again, been very lucky to have a very good wife
Okay,
to
right.
support that. Yeah, because when I was growing the business at a good pace, I was spending 6 months of the year traveling overseas or on the road. So having a very good partner, wife, certainly is very helpful because she was looking after the children all this time while I was completely focused on the business. But yeah, you need that kind of a supporting partner who understands what you're doing is not for yourself, it's for the family. And yeah.
How do you find someone like that?
That again, luck plays a big role in that.
Yeah, dang.
I guess if you are a good person and you do the right thing and the good things, then hopefully, yeah, you'll find somebody good, and you'll have a good outcome at the end of the day. So, yeah, just try to live a good life, really. Yeah.
Dang. Man, you've worked really hard. Wow. Really inspirational.
Thank you.
What would your advice to like the next generation be?
Yeah, I know the things are changing with the technology and whatnot, but again, basic fundamentals are still the same, I guess. Yeah, just as I mentioned earlier, stay focused on whatever you're doing, work hard. There are no shortcuts in life. Even some of the startups we see, we think, oh, somebody's become a millionaire or billionaire overnight, but even those people have probably put in 7, 8, 10 years of hard work to get where they get to. So, yeah, just find a purpose in your life, what you want to do, what motivates you, and just stay focused on that. There will be many diversions on the way, but yeah, key is to stay on track and don't get deviated too much. Yeah, I know there are too many distractions at the moment with all kind of things. So yeah, just ignore them. You don't have to experience everything in life. Just stick to the good things.
Yeah, thank you so much. That's it, guys. Probably a really insightful business talk, and I hope you guys learned something about how you can be a really good CEO and follow in the footsteps of this man right here. We'll see you. Comment, like, and subscribe. Comment, like, and share the video. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Pleasure.
Yeah.